Can you name me two dinosaurs that are all about the cash grab? I would say one is Stygimoloch and the other is Monolophosaurus. Hey toy fans, so I'm here with another Jurassic June toy review. This time I'm bringing you two dinosaurs, both from Mattel. They're part of the Jurassic World Camp Cretaceous line of toys. Now, before, most of the dinosaurs I got were part of the Jurassic Park Legacy and then the Jurassic World series, a few rivals here and there. So I hadn't really gotten into the Camp Cretaceous, though we watched the show and I love it. But one was on sale and the other not a bad price. I figured let's go ahead and check them out. The first one that was on clearance for $6.69 is this Stygimoloch. Now, I have one from the Jurassic World line that's got the battle damage. So I have a feeling that this, utilizes the same mold, but with a new play feature. So we'll check that out. And the other was the Monolophosaurus, this time with chomping action. The one I have came with the Jurassic Park Legacy 2-pack that had the T-Rex and the Monolophosaurus together, and that one had battle damage. So we'll compare those as well. What do you say? Let's roar into action. Let's get into it. Okay, this is the Monolophosaurus and the Stygimoloch. Now, both of them are from Jurassic World Camp Cretaceous. You can see up here on the logo work up at the top. And they're exclusive Netflix shows, so they also want to make sure they got that up there to show that it's, hey, this is from Netflix. So, as you get the toy, make sure you go watch the show. They're on their third season now. They are looking at a fourth season, and I gotta admit, it's really good. If you're a Jurassic Park, Jurassic World fan, it's worth watching. Now, one of the things that Mattel's done with these is that they actually have the dinosaurs in kind of an open package here with very minimum plastic. And I prefer that, because for those who are getting the toys and then recycling their packages, pretty much all the cardboard recycles easily. Plastic has a harder time getting that to actually recycle. So I'm glad that they're doing this, so it makes it easier on the environment. Now, you get, of course, the logo here, Camp Cretaceous, and you get an arrow telling you that, hey, there's a little action feature. You press down, and you get that. It shows the chomping action here. And then you get the name, Monolophosaurus. It's part of the Savage Strike run. Going to the back, you get an included, it looks like a little fold-out thing that has something about Camp Cretaceous. I wonder if it might be maybe a map of Camp Cretaceous or Jurassic World, so I'm excited to see what that is. And then, of course, you get a picture of your dinosaur here, again showing the action feature, and then a little cross-cell art here showing some other dinosaurs within the line. Now, Stygimoloch's going to be pretty much the same way. This one I actually got on clearance, and I was surprised that this one wasn't on clearance, but this one was. Again, press the tail, and you get an action feature. So this one, I think you just kind of let go. Boom! He hits stuff. Boom! Kind of fun. Going to the back. Again, the same thing. We get this piece here for Camp Cretaceous in there, and then we get to see the dinosaur, and then more cross-cell art. This time, instead of having the Monolophosaurus is there instead of the Stygimoloch. Now, these are the packages, and the packages are going to tell us anything else about this toy. We need to pull them out and see what's actually on the card. And here are two dinosaurs outside of the package, and I must admit, we get to see them in the package. We get to see what they look like. Both sides, paint application. It looks really, really good. Very solid, very clean work. They've even gone and done a little bit of brushing underneath just to make this darker. This is a beautifully, beautifully cut dinosaur. And it's something that I've been happy with what Mattel has done with these Jurassic Park and Jurassic World figures, is that their sculpting and dinosaurs are superb. They look really good. Again, with the action feature, you press down on the tail and get some chomping action. Now, he doesn't have any articulation in the neck or the head, just in the arms where he's got some ball joints here. And then in the back, you've got a little bit of a ball joint on that back hip, though it is heavily posed, so you are kind of at the mercy of whatever you can pose them as. Now, let's put this theropod off to the side, and let's take a look at this herbivore theropod. Now, this one, it's one of those where you push the the tail down, and it's supposed to launch the head forward and knock things off. So much like you know, the what was it, Pachycephalosaurus that has the dome head. I think they talked about being Friar Tuck in the Lost World. They have 9 to 15 inches of bone on their skull, and that's what they use to crack and break things. So Stygimoloch, a close relative to the Pachycephalosaurus, kind of the same. Now, much like this one here, the Monolophosaurus, we've got the ball hinge arms. The neck articulation, we do have a ball joint on the head, which is nice. So you got some range of movement there. Then you have, it looks just to be hinged back legs. Yeah, they don't pop out or turn or anything like the other dinosaur here. So they're just hinged. Now, let's have a little bit of comparison time. With the Monolophosaurus, I did get one back in the day with my T-Rex, and it's a battle damage Monolophosaurus. You know, the look of them is almost exact. Like, they look really good. I could see there's a little bit of sculpting difference in the arms. These arms seem to have a little bit more detail to them and longer fingers. This, of course, has the battle damage, whereas the new one, the actual Savage Strikes, do not. Just has that play feature right there. But I think taking them and placing them together on a shelf, when they stand, I think would look really, really good. Now for our theropod herbivore here, which is a Stygimoloch. We've got the battle damage Stygimoloch. Now this was from the Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom first release. So this time, you know, where this had the battle damage on the side, this one has the Savage Strike feature here for the neck. All in all, they look almost identical. The head sculpts, the feet, the bodies, with the exception of the neck, and the hands. I mean, they almost look identical except for the different paint jobs. So they both look really good together. And the other thing that I like about it is originally we had that DNA marker. What's cool with the dinosaurs they have now, they still have that DNA marker. So if you have the Jurassic World app, you can still download it and see lots of information about your dinosaur. Now that is the Camp Cretaceous Monolophosaurus and the Stygimoloch dinosaurs. Those friends of ours who are really big dinosaur fans, almost like myself, you know, it's like one of those that I think the price points on these action figures are really nice, and without having to get a whole bunch of the other figures, just wanting dinosaurs, this one works out really well. The play features are nice, the colors are phenomenal, and the sculpts are incredible. So Mattel, I really like what you're doing with this line. Just kind of like to see you do it with maybe a Dino-Rider's line. Alright, so that's the review of our Stygimoloch and Monolophosaurus. It's a mouthful to say. I'm gonna call this one a Monopoly Source and the Stingy Dinosaur. Kind of going back to the joke. But yeah, these are actually a lot of fun. And with the Camp Cretaceous, so with the Camp Cretaceous toys, I actually forgot to look at the little map thing inside. I was so excited that I forgot. Okay, so what they actually gave us is this. So it's a little card where you have different dinosaurs, and you got a sticker sheet, and you're supposed to match up the dinosaur to where they go. So this would be the T-Rex area, the Raptors, Stegosaurus, looks like the Ankylosaurus are bumpy, and the Carnotaurus right there. So map kind of, I don't know, I think I was hoping more for a map. I could see where this is really good for like young kids. Me personally, I don't know. I don't even know if I'd display this, but it's kind of cool. So I don't know. I might hold on to one and give the other to my kid. See if he wants anything to do with it. Okay. But the main feature here is the dinosaurs. And the dinosaurs, for the price we get, are really good. So let's talk about price. This one here, the Monolophosaurus, I got was $8.92. Now this is standard price at Walmart. So your Dino-Strike figures are $8.92. 9 something, right under $10 for one of these dinosaurs. That's really good. And I think that they're pricing them, just the right amount. This one I got on clearance for $6.69. And you might be able to find this one out there, maybe in the clearance on the bins. I don't know why this particular one was going clearance and this one wasn't, because they've got tons of pegs there at my local Walmart, but they're not putting these guys out. Instead, they clearance them. So I don't know the story on that, but just know this was clearance. $6.69 versus a normal $8.92. That's a really good deal. This one's definitely getting $1 sign. This one I'd say is normal price, $2 signs. I'm gonna put the two together. I'm gonna say honestly, for the two, for what I got, $1 sign. These are priced really for people to pick up, get to play with. So Mattel, thank you for giving us something like this at a really good price. Now, just put a saddle on it, give us a rider for about $25 with some firing missiles. Dino-Rider style will be all good. Okay. Stars on this. I like them. I don't really have any complaints. I liked how this one had neck articulation on the original one that I got with the T-Rex. However, this time we don't get it. I understand us not having it and the reason why we don't have it. That does take away from the mouth thing. Between the neck articulation and the mouth, I'd much rather have the mouth. This guy, I'm okay with this action feature. It is a bit boring in the way that they lined up the neck with the rest of them. It's a little odd. This one's probably not my favorite between this one and the other Stygimoloch that I have. That's the Dino Damage. For him, I'm going to go down a few stars because I just don't like the way that neck is lined up. For the two of these together, though, I'm going to go 4.5 out of 5 stars on these. I think they're worth it. I think a lot of these dinosaurs from the line that are the $8.92 at Walmart, they're well worth picking up. If you got a little one that's a dino fan, they're affordable and they're fun. Okay, so let's talk preview over here for next week. Get my head out of the way. There we go. All right. Okay. All right. If you know what that is, be sure to comment down below. If you haven't subscribed, be sure to subscribe now. Hit that bell notification so that way you can be alerted to anything that comes from my channel to you, my wonderful viewers. Till next week for another rendition of Jurassic June. Remember, they're not dolls. They're action figures. They're dinosaur action figures with action features. I love dinosaurs. Who doesn't like dinosaurs? This episode of Tay Ray was sponsored by Marvin Dog Media. To learn more about Marvin Dog Media, visit www.marvindogmedia.com. If you liked the video, be sure to hit that like button. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Comment down below to let YouTube know that you like what I'm making. And be sure to hit that bell notification so you get updates to future content.